Hello there, I'm the Biz Manager and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included, my friends. Now, today we are going to attempt to tame all of the water that exists in this map. You see, last episode we went on a frantic exploration journey to attempt to find this polluted water vent and this brine, or in this case the coal salt slush geyser, which spews brine. With both of them in hand, we will be able to do a primitive tame on this cool steam vent. This is going to allow us to have all the water in the world, so how about we get going with it. Now, on other news, we would also like to get the Draco ranch going so that we can start having some fibers to go along with with our dupes. I mean, they do need suits and all, and that takes a bunch of fibers, so yeah, if we could get that done, it would probably be one of those things that would help us out a lot. See, there we go, we just need to put, like, priority slightly higher than everything else, and eventually they'll get it done. So yeah, let's not focus too much on this, and then let's try to get all the water. Do you know what would also help out a lot? If we could finally enclose our base for good. You know what? Let's kind of do that on the sidelines. Because, yeah, here's the thing. We do need some easy access to this area. They are using, like, the most discombobulated way to get there. It is an absolute maze. Like, they have to go up, through here, down, through here, and down only to get in here, which will then go down and to the side to get here, and, yeah, complete mess. So if we could get, like, a straight path through here, in which will allow us to have access to all of the things, I would say that's extremely advantageous, even if it is only a temporary path. But why not make it permanent? Right. Just need to deconstruct... Oh, wait. Be careful. Although I don't like to deconstruct these tiles because they are unique. You cannot make them unless they gave us a skin. And speaking about that, let's see a couple of the skins that we got. And we have... mining ceiling light. Okay. Anything else? Nah, that's it. Alrighty. But yeah, as I was gonna say, unless they can give us that skin in a printing in the printing pod, I don't think we are gonna get any lucky. In any case, enclose this entire thing because it's starting to get a bit annoying, not knowing exactly where we are going to go. Or where we can dig, all of those things. So yeah, I would say that this does look like a good amount. Well, one more tile, please. Thank you. I would say that this is a good amount of space. In here we're gonna have our kitchen, airlock, we'll then enclose this part of here, but for now it's not giving us any trouble, so there is no point in doing that and wasting time. And so, yeah, this is pretty much the inside of our bases. We just need to, like, get rid of a bunch of things and make sure that everything is nice and tight. And, yeah, eventually we're gonna make our water tank and whatnot. But, yeah, having this limit set will allow us to go through here in a corridor, which we'll then use to access all the water. So, yeah, let's get that going. Okay. Well... this polluted water vent spews polluted water at 30 degrees. Huh. Well, I don't remember it being like that. I thought it was supposed to spew polluted water at very cold temperatures, which means we won't be able to use it to tame this. Hopefully this one over here, which is a cool slush geyser, not a polluted water vent, will provide... more? Or in this case, less temperature, you know, it will be more chilly. Let me just double check one thing over here pretty quick. Okay, so we have this, yeah. Okay. Makes sense, I suppose. At least it's not super high temperature, it's only 30 degrees, so it's fine. Let's just analyze it and see what kind of numbers we are working with. Now, my friends, while our dupes are entertaining themselves with this little project, which is going to help us out a lot in the long run, let's just set up this thing over here. As we can see, we already have chlorine and hydrogen. It's not a lot, it's a little bit. It's sufficient to have the balm lily grow, right? Right. Now, we do know that they like to be in toasty temperatures, so if we go over here and we set up to 37, which looks like a pretty toasty temperature, we'll have our space eaters work only enough to heat up all of this area. Now, I thought we are gonna get more stuff per tile, but at the same time, the balm lilies are growing, even though there is a thin layer of carbon dioxide on top of them. I suppose they count 2 tiles. I don't know. All that I know is that this is working for now. And the cool thing is, because there is less stuff per tile than I initially envisioned, the space eaters won't have a lot of issues eating up the stuff, because there is less of it. Yay for us, I suppose. I'm just gonna get rid of this so that I can set up the automation for this space eater over here and call it a day. See, that it's done. Not so much. And it's done now. Well, some good news. I think we all need that. We already have some... oh, elderly. Won't lay eggs, but can produce fur, so why not? Yeah, we already have some fibers going, my friends. Where were they? Not there. I think it's in this one. 4 fibers. Of course, it's not good enough to do anything, but we can start making suits with that. Of course, we ain't gonna use them until... oh, 400 refined metals. Okay, we can do that. We are not going to use them until we have a sustainable source of fibers. This is not sustainable by any means. Yeah, let's just start producing some suits while our dupes have some spare time, you know. Man, I can't wait for the moment where my dupes will stop breathing out their disgusting carbon dioxide everywhere that they are not supposed to. Oh man, it shouldn't be much longer. We are now on the process of gathering Dracos, only 2 yet. There is like a couple over here. Oh, this one was already wrangled and then got free again. God damn it, come on dupes, do your job, you know, to the very end. In any case, yeah, we should start getting some suits pretty soon. Now, my friends, given that we have so much morale now going, although some of it is due to the good meals that they are having, the grub reserves, I think it's the causer of that. I think it is time to start giving them some extra traits to all of them, especially super hard digging to those that are building and digging, of course. Other than that, I think, you know, some science and whatnot is gonna need it. But what I think is we are in desperate need of an operator, because you need an operator to get a mechatronics, and yeah, mechatronics are kind of very important. So the next mechatronics dude that happens to stroll on by into our colony, we are gonna get him. Okay, so this was analyzed. Let's take a look. Germs. No, god damn it, it's going... oh my god, this is going to contaminate a bunch of things. And with boiling contaminated water. Boiling contaminated water? Yeah, sure, whatever. Well, okay, this is terrible, to be perfectly honest. Food poisoning in our water, disgusting, because even if you filtrate this water, it's still gonna have food poisoning on it, which is less than ideal. We can run like this pipe through a chlorine gas chamber, which is going to help out. I don't know, we'll have to see, but we need to keep this in mind. This might be dangerous. These might be dangerous. Now, once again, I know that germs are not exactly the most dangerous thing ever, but like I take them very seriously. I put at least one ore scrubber over here and the sinks over here precisely so that no germs can get inside of my base. This is a germ-free area, okay? This is how I want to do things. Now, speaking about germs, there is one thing that I have found over here. the zombie spore thingies. Now, I have to be honest, I have zero idea on what kind of disease these things produce. I know it's called zombie spores, and therefore the name is terrifying, but it's really that bad? I don't know. I never had any dupe contaminated with that, because I always, you know, just stayed away from it. So, I know they now have a purpose, but still, I don't know how much I want to tangle with that. I suppose that we will have to see. Oh, also, before I forget, we have blueprints. Let's just get them out as fast as humanly possible. And we got... well... that's... interesting. What? 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 Oh my god! What is this? The game is 2 dupes with the mechatronics engineers already. Oh my, like... yes? Which one are we gonna take? Can I take both of them? No, we can't. Like, this one, so... I mean, it's not that bad, but... oh my god, +3 construct, +3 strength. Oh my god, those ones refarming and digging. None of them is like... yeah, Mary. Because building, okay? Cooking, she's not gonna do cooking. Science, she's not gonna do science. Building, yes, plus this, yes. Please welcome Mary into the colony. Just so that I can see where who you are. You're the mechatronics gal. Look at that. And besides, she was going to need carrying anyway, so you know it's fine. It's awesome. And then we have construction and everything. Like, yay. Okay. Awesome. This is so like, oh my god. You guys have no idea how much this is going to speed up like our lives, because now we can build this. We can build auto sweepers now, and that's just fantastic. Okay, that's awesome. And that means we need to get back into the science. Solid transportation is now extremely viable, so let's get going, shall we? Well, my friends, I can't say that I ever had this problem. Too much oxygen, 3 kilos of oxygen right now, because this produces a cornucopia of carbon dioxide, right? And these things just turn it all into oxygen, and slowly and steadily it's pressurizing our base. Yeah, let's turn off all of the oxyfern seeds for a little bit in order to stabilize this atmosphere. It's getting crazy over here, and that way we'll also save on a little bit of water. It's not a lot, but yeah. Now, this thing is taking forever. At least we are close to being almost done. But yeah, it's taking a long time. I kind of wanted to put the auto sweepers over here, you know. But these will have to wait. The water is far more important. We need to get in here before these things become active, which we don't know. We need to analyze it, right? We need to come over here. Like, this thing can be active all that it wants. It doesn't matter. We need to uncover this. Like, yeah, sure. There is a bunch of things that we have to do, and time is quickly flying, so if you dupes could get this done, I would be extremely happy. Come on, dupes. Do you want to live forever? Of course you do. You are dupes. My peeps, why ain't you planting the arbor acorns? It is like there is a couple of seeds that I kind of wanted to sweep and everything, but you guys ain't doing nothing. Come on, peeps. You guys know you want the seeds. Go grab the seeds. Come on. Alright, so, suits. Very expensive. 300 kilograms per suit. But well, we already have 4 seeds. I thought we had... fibers, I mean. I thought we had more. Interesting. Oh well, it is time to start building suits anyway, so... let's go. Well, look what we have found, the Biobot Builder. Lubricants have discovered a laboratory full of dusty machines, the vestiges of another colony experiment, perhaps? It is unclear whether the apparatus is intended for biological experimentation or advanced mechatronics. Or even both. Alright, alrighty. So, local colony lacks advanced medical care. Okay. No gas output, building is flooded. Uses zombie spores and steel to craft biofueled machines that can be sent into hostile environments. Defunct biobots drop harvestable steel, allow a skilled duplicant to manufacture a steady supply of icky yet effective bots. Okay, something to keep an eye on, I suppose. There is no disgusting germs over there. No. Alright. Also, a new blueprint. Basic red gloves. Okay. Nothing out of the ordinary. Okay. Alright. This is a pleasant turn of events, shall we say. The polluted, like the cold slush geyser is right there. Yeah, these are extremely close. This is going to be super useful. Now, what the hell is that then? I think we already found all of the stuff. Unless we have a duplicate with one. These ones are buried underneath, so it's not one of these. Maybe another one of these? Or maybe a second one of those. Ugh, that would suck. Well, I suppose we are going to find out eventually. But yeah, let's go down then. This is far more important than I initially thought. So yeah, we are like, super nice, super nice. What in God's green earth is this? Why do we have zombie spores right there? Are you joking, game? Oh my god, this is terrible. This is awful. Oh my god, my friends, we are finally almost there. Almost. We still are not there. Jesus Christ. But well, I have been thinking, you know, taking advantage of the time that it's taking them to think on how... Okay, on how we are going to do things. Well, this is going to be quite simple, kinda, not really. So, what do we have to do? We have to run this extremely cold water through here somehow, but we can't really have it go straight into the chamber that we are going to create for this cold steam vent. We need to have a heat exchange mechanism, because we kind of want to control the temperature of this thing. We don't want this to get super toasty. After all, it is for our own personal use, so it must be at a decent temperature. So what we are going to do is quite simple. We are going to use a fluid in order to transfer the temperature from here to here. Pretty much like we're going to do something like this. We're going to create a chamber around this, right? Something like this. But not really like this, but kinda, right? Right. And in the bottom, we do a heat exchange mechanism, like, I'm pressing all the wrong keys, by the by. We need to have one right there, another one right there, right? Right. And then we make this one like 2 tiles. It's going to be more than 2 tiles, but whatever. And then what we do is we have the water, cold water going like this. Right? And then we have the exchange fluid go like this. And then like this, and then we find a way to make this one continuous cycle. But pretty much the idea would be this. Now, we do need a fluid that can withstand the temperatures that we are going to expose it to. Because we are going to expose it to minus 10 degrees from here, and from here, and we are also going to expose it to 110 degrees. Usually I would use either crude oil or petroleum for this task, but guess what? We have none of that over here. So I have been looking around, and from all the fluids that we have available to us, good old reliable polluted water is coming in clutch, because it freezes at minus 20 and boils at 120. 10 degrees above this, 10 degrees below this. Perfection. It's not gonna get colder or hotter than this temperature, and this thing just got activated. God damn it, now we have to wait for this thing to go. Into the... Oh my god, you guys are not starving. Stop being dum-dums. Jesus, they are not starving, guys. Ignore that. They are just being melodramatic. Yeah, pretty much that's the plan. Now, it would be nice if we could get this built pretty fast. However, I would not hold my breath on... Marie, go grab yourself something to eat. The fridge is full. Stop being so dramatic. Come on. Alright, the first one is analyze. Let's see. Next activity 20 cycles. Not terrible. Average output. Let's see. Polluted water at -10. Eh? Oh, this is the average output whenever this thing is also deactivated. Eruption period is not bad. 339 seconds of continuously spewing 5 kilograms of polluted water. I mean, I don't think we can complain about that. So yeah, let's just finish this chamber so that we can start saving up some of this water. Now, don't worry yourself too much about all of this water that is losing around. We're just gonna drain it all the way over here, and then we cycle it through here. The pipes are not like it. The filtration of the fluids is going to be done in the end where we are going to store them after they have been tepidized. So if we have a pipe with brine or polluted water or regular water, it doesn't really matter as long as it doesn't boil or freeze inside of the pipe. We don't really care. Now, my friends, in order to get these operational, we are going to require one thing that might be a tiny but expensive issue. We need to run a ginormous wire all the way over here. Like, we're gonna need power over here eventually, right? We're gonna need, like, for the filtration system of the water storage thingy. Maybe we decide to relocate our power plants over here. Who knows? All that I know is that we are going to need power over here. And, yeah, that's not gonna be cheap. In order to run a wire, like, and by the way, this corridor was meant to be temporary. It's not like I intend on building anything in here. It's just that I don't know. And so, building such an expensive thing in here, which probably is going to be temporary, it's quite painful. But I mean, we have to do it. We have to do it, my friends, because otherwise, how the hell are we gonna get power over here? Alright, my friends, the first one is built, which is pretty nice. Time to go towards the second one. Now, I already laid some plans over here so that I don't forget in the future. You guys know me, I tend to forget a lot, but in here we can see how things are going to play out. These spaces between pipes are for radiant pipes. We are going to use them sparsely, and we are going to use granite in its place. Granite is pretty good at transmitting temperature, plus a few radiant pipes made out of aluminum, which is the best material to use for these kinds of things. I think only thermium is better than aluminum, so we ain't getting access to that anytime soon. Aluminum will have to do just fine. Yeah, all of these will be made out of aluminum in order to transmit as much temperature as possible. And so in the end, I think everything is going to be all right. Now, one thing that I just remembered, it would be nice if we could have some gold amalgam, both for this liquid pump and for not a ventilator, I completely forgot the name, a gas pump over here. It would be nice if we could vacuum out everything in here, all the oxygen to be gone. That's kind of important, actually, in order for this thing to work properly. Otherwise, the oxygen is going to be annoying, it's going to get in the way, yeah, it's just going to be terrible. So, in order for us to do that, we need to wait for this thing to chill out, go dormant, so that we can come in here, build this, vacuum everything out, and then after everything is vacuumed out, the gas pump can get broken. We don't care after that point. It will be just annoying to have the constant reminder that something is broken and it needs to be fixed, and it will never get fixed. So, yeah. But in any case, time to drain all of this swampy mess in here and start building this one next. Well, my friends, finally we are getting into the chamber where all of this beautiful water is. Ain't this fan-freaking-tastic? Do you know what also would be fan-freaking-tastic? If you could drop a like on this video. 28 likes and I'm making another video. I'll probably do it anyways, but if you guys could drop 28 likes, I would be happier than a pipsqueak after finding a storage box full of seeds. Alright, so over here these guys has been analyzed, and well, we got, let's say, it's not bad. It's dormant most of the, it's dormant, my math, it's not good. Well, it's dormant half of the time, okay? This one is far better. It's active most, well, more than 50% of the time, okay? This math is kinda all over the place. But in any case, this one is slightly better than this one when it comes to the time of activity and the average output as a whole, as we can see. And it also emits far more than this one over here. But it's fine. Hey, water is water. I'm not gonna complain about that. Now, the fact that our dupes are working over here is really making me feel like we desperately need the suits, the atmosuits areas. Whenever they go into the brine, they get major eye irritation, and as you can see, that is messing them up quite severely. They are not very happy. I would not be happy as well if I had to open my eyes inside of a brine pool, but well, those are just little details, I suppose. But yeah, we really need those suits as fast as possible. We already have a substantial amount of Dracos going. I mean, with more, well, on their way. Oh boy. But yeah, this is taking a little bit longer than I thought. We still have a couple of suits to build. We already have like 5, but we need to have at least 8 for the number of dupes that we are gonna get, right? 8 is not the limit, but is the early game limit. Quote-unquote, at least for me. And so we need to have at least 8 and a bunch of fibers to repair the suits as the dupes use them. So yeah, I don't think this is going to provide everything that we need. We might need to build a second one, just to get the fibers rolling. And that's kind of bad, because I would really like to get some ranching of hatches going as well, but well. Alright, another one built. Perfect. Which means we can now start working on this one. This one is going to be more complicated as it is, you know, active. And it's getting quite toasty in there. As you can see. Once again, the suits would be amazing. But we don't have any. Well, I mean, we do have a bunch. It's just that we are not ready to use them just yet. Yeah, this is gonna suck. They will go from hypothermia to heat stroke, I think. I don't know. Well, let's just say dupes are not going to enjoy this. Alright, my friends, so we have both of these things contained, and now it is time to redirect their outputs towards the cool steam vent in order to do a primitive tame on this thing. Now, I've been thinking about it, and well, here's the thing. We don't really have the materials necessary in order to fully build this thing. We do need the gold amalgam, and we don't have it, so what we are gonna do is, instead of venting the chamber of oxygen, we are going to first enclose it as is. Whatever gases are inside are the gases that stay inside, although I would really like to avoid having a bunch of polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide. That is just gonna create a mess, but oh well, who cares about that? The important part is just closing this thing and putting a bunch of cold fluid running through it in order to tame it. Once we go into another planet and acquire the gold amalgam, then we'll open this up and finish the build. But yeah, for now we need to run this wire all the way over here and run these pipes all the way over here. This should be relatively easy to do. It's just that given the amount of commuting that our dupes need to do, that is going to take a small amount of time. Now, my friends, we still have one volcano to reveal right here, right? What is your guess to the content of that geyser or volcano? Are you thinking another cold slush? Maybe another chlorine, right? No. You see, What is the thing that you are expecting inside of the ice biome? Of course, a regular volcano. The game is so lovely sometimes. Like, I feel that this map was made almost with the explicit purpose of trolling us. It is unbelievable, but oh well, oh well. We need to start thinking ahead, right? We have, after all, 3 output lines coming out of this thing that we are trying to build, and we need to put them somewhere. We need a water storage. As per usual, I like to have a clean, polluted and brine or salt water storage. At least 3 of those for the 3 types of water that we commonly have. Where are we gonna put that? Because this is dead space. This is way too small to put the storages over here, and besides, it's just... there is nothing we can do with this, at least for now. Whenever the space starts getting tight, I'm certain we'll find a purpose, but we can put it over here. Now, given that these three things are in close proximity, the ideal situation would be to put it, like, for example, right here. 3 storages for water. I think it is for the best. Yeah, let's try... and by the way, let's not try to make this thing gigantic. Like, this big, okay? This is the maximum I'm going to go when it comes to the size of these things. So yeah, let's try to make a somewhat decent storage over here and redirect these 3 pipes. Now, the good thing about this is no spaghetti monster for the very first time in a lifetime. Oh boy. But yet again, not a lot of space, so I don't know. I don't know which one is the most advantageous. Spaghetti monster or no space? Okay, my friend, so when it comes to the design stage, I think we already have kind of everything that we are gonna need. This is gonna take its sweet time. I can see the cycles moving and the build staying the same, and that's never good. But the idea was, we have these 2 pipes, they go over there, they do their thing, and then they get filtrated into their 3 categories. Nothing fancy. I rather use the filters. It's just simpler this way. I do understand that there are ways of using powerless filters, but I'm just a simple guy, okay? If something is simple, if I can do something the simple way instead of the complicated way, I'd rather go through the simple way, even if it costs me a little bit of power. After all, I tend to, always have enough power just for these little things, so I don't think that's a major problem. But in any case, we then have this 3rd line of here, which will go into the freshwater tank, because from here only fresh water can come. Sure, you could argue that from here only brine and from here only polluted water, but trust me, there will be, like, this will find a way of infiltrating there. It's just the way things roll, and besides, we can always plug like these little things into any of these pipes and have it filtrated through our system over here. Now, I was thinking on how we are going to run this. This design I have done before, but this is an upgraded version, you see. First, we're gonna have this little loop over here that I don't think I have done before. Usually I only have like passive chilling through metal tiles, but the real thing, the real upgrade is going to be in the sense of automation. I think we all know by now how these things operate, but just in case, let's reiterate. Right, we are going to run a cold fluid through here. It's going to have a metal block which is going to absorb the chill. Then that chill, it's going to be, well, if we do it backwards, probably it's a more scientifically correct way of explaining this. So we have this loop over here which absorbs the heat from the steam. It dumps it into these blocks over here. These blocks through this metal door will transfer it over here into these blocks. In here, it's going to be absorbed by the very cold fluid emitted by those 2 vents, which in turn is going to equalize their temperature, right? That's kind of the objective. Tapidize this one, chill this one. However, we don't want this water to be very toastified, so we use these doors as a mean of breaking the continuation between the thingy, yeah, let's call it like that. I'm missing the word right now. So this will create, if open, will create a vacuum which will impede the heat from transferring from here all the way over here. And that's why these sensors are here. They will monitor the temperature of the water inside of the pipes. Now, in here, we have this pump which will pump the fluid out. It's going to be controlled by a temperature and pressure. We always want to have a little bit of water left inside of the tank for reasons, and therefore ignore that. Having some pressure is always a good idea, and then some temperature. If we have both pressure and temperature, the water will be evacuated. However, I kind of want to add a third parameter to all the automation of this thing, and that's going to be the temperature of the coolant inside of the pipes. Given that we are in close proximity to these two things, we are going to run a wire telling that is going to monitor the temperature of the coolant, and in here we are going to have this in an AND gate, in an OR gate, you don't usually need OR gates, but I like to use them. So that wire, it's going to run into this OR gate, which is going to control these pumps. These pumps will only pump out fluid if, and only if, they are requested by the temperature of the coolant over here, or by the amount of pressure inside of this chamber. If we have too much water, we will evacuate it. If not, we kind of want to have a little bit of water left inside of these tanks in order to serve as coolant for our thingy over here. And by the way, I'm sorry, but if my voice is sounding a bit off, I unfortunately got the flu. Nothing serious, but it's affecting both of my voice and my ability to breathe. And just ask the dupes how fun that is. Wow, I managed to get chlorine inside of here, that's so nice. Polluted oxygen, amazing, amazing. How many gases can I fit inside of this tiny chamber, oh, carbon dioxide, of course, they are going to breathe out. So we have oxygen, chlorine, polluted oxygen, carbon dioxide, steam, all of the things. Plus they are gonna get, well, toastified, because I guess... Oh, Bert, please, don't be stupid. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah. This is not gonna be good. Yeah. We need to find a better way of doing this. Like, for example, how about we wait for this thing to stop spewing extremely hot gases? How about that, my dupes? How about that? For that, let's just change the priority. I want you to do this protective wall first, if at all possible, you see. Also, given that we are gonna have some troublesome health and safety concerns, right? How about we just put a couple of these? Should we need to rescue any dupes that find themselves in unfortunate circumstances? Like I tell you, my friends, the dupes, if I'm not monitoring them, they will find ways of trapping themselves inside of a of this extremely hot environment. These dupes really have a death wish sometimes. Like, I don't say this often, but it would be really cool if you could stop spewing extremely hot gases, bruh. Like, half of my staff is messed up. Where are they? We can't see right now, but trust me, they are all messed up. Bunch of them, like, oh my god, this is gonna be painful. I really wish we had the fibers to go right now. I think we are closing in on the amount of stuff that I feel that it is safe to make the transition, but we need a little bit of time to, you know, set up the set transition from gas masks to suits, because yeah, you know, we are kind of focused on this. We can't really stop this to go focus on another thing. We'll never get anything done, so our dupes will have just to suffer a little bit, and then we'll focus on the suits afterwards. Okay, my dupes, you just need to be careful. Yeah, my friends, this contraption is definitely gonna be a next episode kind of thing. Well, the theory was done today, and we have discovered most of the water anyway in this episode. The completion of the project is just not feasible. However, how about we have a little bit of a... well, not second prize, but, you know, a compensation thingy. Let's see a couple of blueprints. These are always nice, right? Right. Let's see, what do the gods of O.N.I have for us? Holy printing pod, give me something nice. We got some shorts. Well, that's That's something. Yeah. Not a big shorts fan, gotta be honest. Well, we got ourselves another consolation prize. Not in the game said, you know what? Some shorts is not enough. Here, pick a snazzy suit for your team. Well, let's just go through the list. Amari, you're next. Well, Ruby, that was a close call. Okay, next time try to warn me that you are about to die before, you know, you are about to die. Okay, that wasn't very, very good. Okay, Ruby, how about you come over here and get yourself treated? I tell you, these dupes, they're gonna do their best to murderize themselves. Before we get the freaking suits. Once we have the suits, this will no longer be a problem. But right now, oh my god, I take my eyes from them for like 1 second. 1 second. But well, no fatalities today, my friends. With cycle 149 on our doors, that means this episode is almost done. But, oh, please, Rowan. Really? Rowan. Fuck out of there. And don't you see? This thing is going off. Oh my god, I swear to god, I am going crazy with this. I should probably have the freaking suits, like, done by now. Oh yeah, like, that's not gonna serve as any purpose. I need to put it right there. In any case. Boy, this is almost impossible to keep them safe. Yeah. We really need those suits, my friends. Without it, doing this is almost impossible. I was really hoping that we could do this while it is active. You know, we just needed to duck and dive out of the way anytime it goes off. But this thing is just off all the time. Okay, it doesn't stop. It just continuously spews and then it stops for like 10 seconds and then it goes again. It's ridiculous, the amount of stuff this thing produces. But oh well. That doesn't really matter. I think we're gonna make a pause. I mean, we have survived with this for so long. I mean, we can survive a little bit longer. I think next episode we're just gonna make a pause, quickly swap suits so that we can survive the more hostile environments and get off the and avoid like those eye irritations and whatnot. And that's never good. Rowan, you really are very stubborn. What are you trying to do? No. Get out. Get out of there. It's not a work-safe environment, okay? OSHA would be very disappointed with us right now. Amari. Really? You too? Oh well. In any case, I was going somewhere with this. Oh yeah, the suits. We definitely need them. If you want to get OSHA approval, yeah, we need those health and safety equipments for our dupes. After all, we are not monsters. We care about them and we don't want them to die. So, that should probably be our focus next episode. Get this done next episode as well, so that we can finally get rid of all these terrible water boos that have been haunting our colony. And from there on out, we will move into the mid-game, getting that steel, getting that plastic, getting all of those sweet things. But all of those things will have to be done in the next episode. Now, before we go, I'm sorry that this episode also got slightly delayed. After all, I was waiting on those 28 likes that holy Jesus, English difficult, that I think I said. I don't remember, because that was not the reason. I was doing more renovations, and so, you know, I got a bit delayed. Besides, like, I have that excuse that the likes threshold was not met, so, you know, I didn't lie. When I said I was gonna do it anyways, I just didn't say when. But oh well, I am ranting, so, with all of that said, my friends, I hope that you've enjoyed this episode and that you are enjoying the series so far. If you are, please consider subscribing and help the channel grow. But in the meantime, this is the Biz Manager signing out. Bye bye.